Good morning, everyone. My name is Vaishali Panda, and I would like to thank everyone for joining us for a refresher training session on nanotechnology and physics organized by Amity University, Punjab. This session is exclusively for all the science people, science aspirants. We have with us our very esteemed speakers joined Dr. Suchinder Sharma, Dr. Shailendra Kumar Gupta, Dr. Sandeep Sharma, Dr. Neetu Bansal, Dr. Anil Arya, who will be sharing their expertise and will be answering all your questions. Over to you, Dr. Suchinder.
Yeah, good morning and thank you, Vishali.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good morning to all and welcome as well. So I'm Dr. Suchinder Sharma. I'm head of the physics department as well as the nanotechnology department. And I also have my colleagues here, Dr. Shailendra Gupta. Then there is Dr. Sandeep Sharma. If you can also wave your hands so that everyone can see. Then we have Dr. Neetu Bansal. And we have, I think, Dr. Professor Suman Bedi ma'am as well, who is also within our department. Okay, so I can start with some presentation. I have a couple of slides which I would like to share with all of you. So if you can allow me to share, then. So we belong to Amity University, Punjab, Mohali, and we belong to the Faculty of Sciences. And in Faculty of Sciences, we have different 5 schools: School of Physical Sciences, School of Chemical Sciences, School of Biosciences, School of Human Genetics and Medicine, and School of Earth Sciences. So in Physical Sciences, we are currently running 2 programs, BTech Nanotechnology as well as MSc and BSc Physics programs. Now suppose, because I'm also interacting with all of you, so suppose as a parent, because I'm also a parent and you are also a parent, suppose as a parent, we have to go to any institution for an education or for admission into BTech program. Then as a parent, when we go for an admission, what education our child has? Suppose in 12th class, because definitely we are talking about the sciences. So it is either physics, case 1, either physics, chemistry, maths, or biology. So these are the 4 streams or 4 basic courses that our student, or if suppose we are providing an admission like in our case, then when a student comes to us, he has 4 different courses that he or she has pursued: physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. And based upon that, a person prefers to have either BTech or BSc program. And that is what we offer in our institute. Now, moving further, but what parents look for when they reach us, or when we go for an admission, what parents look for? Any guesses? It's an interactive session, so all of you can interact. Even my colleagues can also interact. And if you have any question, you can raise your hands and then, or you can directly ask the question as well. So if suppose a parent is going to an institution for the education of his or her child, what does he look for as a parent? Any guesses? No guesses. Yeah, any guesses, please?
Okay. The infrastructure, the quality of education.
Yeah, very nice. Infrastructure, quality of education. What else? Okay, to answer this question, when I also try to see, okay, what parents look for when they go for the education. And then I try to see on internet, because everyone has the access to the internet. Let me show you a screen. I found one very interesting article. It is available on Univariety, which says that 7 questions parents have during college admissions. Let us scroll through the questions that they had. The first one is, how does the college differ from others? So in our case, when we are talking about Amity University, Punjab, Mohali, the first thing that we have to offer is a very good campus. So all the campus full campus is air conditions, number one. Number two, it is spread over all the, in 41 acres of the land. Number three, the faculty is all well qualified and have experience from abroad, minimum of 4 to 5 years of experience abroad, and a lot of other things that one can observe when he or she takes admission into the program. The second thing, are there any financial options available for students? So for example, if my student or if our student, let us take it that way, is having very good marks, 90% plus marks, then will he get some fellowship or will he be able to get some option where the fees is less or fees is reduced, or if suppose we are not able to pay the full fees in one go, then will he have the option to go for the split payments? Then the answer in our case is yes. Let's move to the third point. It says, what steps does the college take for the mental and physical safety of my child? So we have different options, and the yoga is part of our curriculum. Then we have value-added courses where a person is given education about the foreign language, then the behavioral skills, then a lot of other things that a person can pursue. Let's move to the fourth point next, which says, will the college help in helping my child with employment after studies? I will come to this point in some time. Next, what accommodation and extracurricular facilities does the college offer? So in our case, when we are talking about Amity University, Punjab, Mohali, we have all the hostels are also air conditioned. All the infrastructure is air conditioned. So a person is like everyone knows that in Punjab, there is a lot of heat. So the temperature is around 40, 42 and 45 degrees Celsius during the peak summers. So I definitely, as a parent, if I have to go to the university and ask someone, I wish my child to study in a place where he or she at least feels comfortable and can also at least focus on studies rather than the outside temperature that one has to face. Next, will the college help my child if he or she needs additional support in education or other aspects? So again, the same thing that are all the faculty members, if suppose they are not teaching, are available to all the students. Our phone numbers are shared, our curriculum is shared, everything, whatever we are going to teach, like for example, tomorrow, the same is also mentioned today to the child, and the person is able to see what we are going to teach, and a person can have a prior information, a person can have a prior preparation for the subject and can move through the subject with the help of the mentors. Or in all the classes we have a teacher mentor. Our personal problems, our professional problems, our job related problems, any problem that we want to discuss, our faculties are all the time available. The person, and we have a psychologist as well. So for example, if someone is suffering from any of the ailments, or even in relationship, if someone is suffering, then our psychologists, our teachers are available. A person is free to talk and move forward in his or her life. The next point is, given the pandemic, how future ready is the college? So we actually, if I look into the history of Amity University, Punjab, Mohali, then we started in 2020. And if we consider in November 2020, so when we consider that point, it was almost the decline of the COVID-19 pandemic. And during that pandemic, everyone had to suffer a lot. So in our case, we observed that we took classes online. So the facilities are available. There are accounts on Microsoft Teams for all the students as well. So there are again one-to-one interactions. There is a medical facility available. All the facilities are available at our place, and one can move forward and move ahead. And before I close this window, I thank Mr. Aditya for sharing this page online. Okay, coming back to our discussion. So my point when I started searching this was what parents look for when they reach us. So the points are, how does the college differ from others? Are there any financial options? What steps does the college take? What accommodation and extracurricular activities the college offer? Given the pandemic, how future ready is thus the institute is. Now I discussed all these 4 points, but what I didn't discuss with all of you is, will the college help in helping my child with employment after studies? Because obviously we would like to have some institute or some course where our child, in my case as well as a parent, I can also say that I would like to have my child going into an institute or into a course where a person can find a job. Okay, so this question is always prevailing and is very, very crucial when someone has to take admission into any of the courses. In this respect, what we offer is from this session 2023-24 BTech Nanotechnology. So now in BTech Nanotechnology, we have different specializations. So in the semester, so what we see subject 1. So in this is semester 5, where so BTech Nanotechnology is a 4-year course where 4 years are divided into 8 semesters. In the 5th and 6th semester, one has to choose between the subject 1. If you are able to see this first column, Polymer Science 1 and Nanocomposites. Then we have subject 2, where a person will study either the Polymer Science 2 or manufacturing practices. And in 7th and 8th semester, our column 3 and column 4, one has to choose 2 subjects from 5 different options that are given to the student. So there is nanotechnology in food processing, nanophotonics, nanotechnology instrumentation, nano for forensic and pharma science, and nanoelectronics. These 2 are exactly replicated. So basically, out of these 5 courses, a person will study 3. So how a person can choose? So for example, if someone is studying, someone opts to choose nanotechnology in food processing, then food processing is also associated with the instrumentation. So a person can choose instrumentation here. And if a person finds that, okay, I am going for a food processing, and equally the forensic and pharma science will be equally optional, equally good for me, then a person in the 8th semester can choose this nano for forensic and pharma sciences along with a major part of the project work. So in our institute, we have, our management is kind enough to have provided us a budget of around 20 crores, with which we have already bought a lot of instrumentation. I will not go into the details. The instruments are running, like we have HPLC, we have gas chromatograph, then we have spectrophlorometer with the 3 lasers, pulse lasers. Then we have the heating cooling stages, which can go from, which can pursue the fundamental research from low temperature to the high temperature, 600 degrees Celsius. Then we have the LCR meter that is also bought. Then we are, right now we are in process of buying the SCM and TEM, and we are also in process of buying confocal microscope. Similarly, we have FPLC. For the then we have CO2 incubators. So there are a lot of opportunities. If suppose a one person chooses or opts for nanotechnology in food processing along with instrumentation and forensic science. Similarly, if someone is from the physics background and has a lot of inclination towards physics, then a person has the option to choose from nanophotonics, instrumentation, and nanoelectronics, because these 3 are a person who pursues work in nanophotonics or instrumentation needs to know electronics as well. So a combination of, so all these courses are chosen so that a person is well set and is well prepared for the jobs ahead. But again, the last slide that I showed, I haven't yet answered the job aspect. Let me take you to the next slide. Similarly, in domain electives in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th semester, we have one has to choose either of them. Like for example, we have integrated nanoscience and nanotechnology, mechanical properties of materials in the 5th semester, then deposition techniques, magnetic nanomaterials in the 6th semester, then carbon nanomaterials, MEMS and NEMS in the 7th semester. And in 8th semester, person has a lot more options where a person can go for quantum computing. So I just want to mention here that Government of India has recently launched a big funding to promote and to ask people to work on quantum computing, and it is also the future of our science. So similarly, a person can opt for engineering programming with MATLAB, and biosynthesis of nanomaterials. If someone is from the chemistry background, then a person can look for that. And the scientific and engineering data visualization. So these are the domain electives a person can have during the course of BTech Nanotechnology. Now, the point is that everyone is talking about NEP 2020, NEP 2020. So we are happy to tell that because we started in 2020 itself. So it's a correlation where we started our university in 2020 as well as there was NEP 2020. So we have tried or we have completely adopted NEP. So if we look into the complete model framework for this BTech Nanotechnology, it is as per NEP 2020. In addition to all the courses, so what we see here are the basic science courses. So in first semester, second semester, third semester, and fourth semester, there are basic science courses where person will learn physics, chemistry, and maths. Then humanities courses, WAC courses, behavioral skills, foreign language, then the environmental science. Then there are core courses in the third semester, fourth semester, fifth, and sixth semester. We have core courses. Then there are specialized electives and domain electives, what I already told in the previous slides. One has to choose between them. And NTCC means non-teaching credit course, where a person will pursue the project. So it is again, we want to emphasize that we are not allowing or we are not promoting a student to start their project work, or we can say the hands-on experience later in the 7th or the 8th semester. We are starting it right from the 5th semester. So a person in the 5th semester will have opportunity to work on the high-end instruments, what is already mentioned. They will work on them. They will have direct contact with the instruments. They will have full access to the instruments, and they will learn them to have a successful career. Then we have the last one, which is also highlighted, is MOOC course. So MOOC courses are available on the SWAYAM portal. So for example, if we are offering some course which a student finds very difficult to handle, then a person can opt for MOOC course which are available on the SWAYAM portal. There are credits that are present. A person can appear for the exam, attend those online courses, and then those credits will be given to him, and then a person can directly pass through if suppose he or she is struggling with one or the other subjects. So in our course, when we talk for the BTech Nanotechnology, we have 193 credits for the complete course. Now, the same thing again points out that will the college helping my child with employment after studies? So let me show you a live job search, and then we can discuss about it again. So for example, this is a LinkedIn, and then are you able to see this slide? Yes. Okay. So if suppose I search nanotechnology related jobs in India, and when I search, I found plenty of different options where BTech Nanotechnology is required. So for example, there is an optics senior engineer, process development engineer, deputy editor, engineering optics engineer. Then there are teaching jobs as well. Then your postdoctoral experience. So for example, if someone has pursued PhD in nanotechnology, a person can go to them. Device driver engineer, assistant professor of physics, optical engineer, sales marketing executive, research associate, and many more. Now the question was that when I was doing this search, that is it only in India, or if my student or if my child as a parent, if I have to opt for this course, is keen to go abroad, then what about the options abroad? And when I look into the European Union nanotechnology, I get plenty of options again. There is wind yield engineer, position as postdoctoral, clean room technician, postdoc nanofabrication engineer in France. Then we have senior optical engineer in Spain. Then we have in Finland, professor options, visiting postdoc, technical controller. Again, Material Wissenschaftler, it's a German Material Wissenschaftler, means material scientist. R&D engineer, micro LED processing and characterization, visiting postdoc, engineer, optical engineer. This is in France. So plenty of options. But this is again, if suppose I'm only looking into LinkedIn, then I may be biased because I might know that there are jobs related to that on that site only. So I looked into another option, Indeed, and where I looked for nanotechnology, and in India, I found that there is head scientist, formulation and development, the position of RA, battery validation manager, then scientist material development, electrochemical engineer, then research associate position, then PhD program as well, then assistant. So someone wants to go to the teaching job, then there is an option for assistant professor, then engineer, electrical, interns, patent agent, and many more. So coming back to what we have been discussing, that the question that I started with, that do we have jobs? So the answer is there are plenty of jobs available for nanotechnologists. It's more about getting the right degree at the right time and then implementing it into the course. Moving forward, so here I would request my colleague also, Dr. Neetu Bansal, to speak to give a couple of more slides on the job aspect, because that is where personally as a parent I would like my child to go, because I want the child to be independent at the end of the course. So I request Dr. Neetu Bansal to please speak something on this aspect again. Dr. Neetu Bansal. I think there are some technical issues. Dr. Neetu Bansal. Okay, maybe I can also present that. So the point is that some job advertisements mean for nanotechnology experts. So what skill set do you need? You need to have technical and scientific skills. So we are providing them. We are providing them right from the 5th semester of the BTech Nanotechnology course. Then we have analytical skills. Analytical skills, again, from the 5th semester, a person will be allowed and will have an opportunity to directly have an exposure to all the instruments, including the high-end instruments, SEM and TEM, which are being bought right now and will be installed in the next 4 to 5 months. The capacity to deal with complex issues, both systematically and creatively. So when we say systematically and creatively, we will also have a one component on the computers, because I agree and I confess as well that computer programming is required during the learning process. So in all the semesters, we have also included one topic related to computers that will be taught to the students. Numerical skills, we have courses, we have research methodology that will be implemented, that will be taught to the students. Report writing and paper writing, based upon the results that we have, we will definitely promote our students to write publications. We are happy to tell that we had whatever master students we had in physics, they have published papers and they are right. They have also cleared the GATE exams. So we are up to the mark, and our teaching is up to the mark. Communication and presentation skills. We have value-added courses where a person is taught about the behavioral skills. A person is also taught about the foreign language. So 2 options we are offering, French and German. A person can pursue French or a person can pursue German for a period of 2 years. Then the ability to use computer controlled equipments. Again, the programs, there are dedicated programs for each of the instruments, and programming will be also part of the curriculum. So we will have Python, we will have MATLAB, we will have C++, all these will be our part of the curriculum. And similarly, the ability to manage both time and budget, we will teach them. Attention to details, self-motivation, and patience, because all these experiments or all these measurements require patience and reproducibility. So to inculcate that skill, one needs to have patience, as well as one needs to pursue his or her goals in that particular direction. What are job titles? Some of the examples I already showed online. in a live demonstration. We have lab technician, similarly product developer, material analyst, application engineer, R&D engineer, holography technician, particle scientist, technical program manager, thin film scientist, mechanical engineer, lithography technician. So a lot of options a person can have. And if we look into the options, or if we look into the advertisements that are available right now within India, then we will see that in applied physics, we have nanotechnology is required. Then different options. I will not go into the detail of these advertisements that are available within India and within the DRDO. So these are the advertisements published in DRDO, where they have advertised that they need specialists who are working, who have their degrees in nanotechnology. Okay. So now coming back to the main slides. So there are plenty of options that one can have during the course of their studies. Now case 2, so that was all about BTech nanotechnology. If someone has any question which I or my colleagues, or if suppose my colleagues would like to add something, then I would request Dr. Shailendra and Dr. Sandeep to add a couple of things, and Professor Bedi ma'am to add a couple of things if they wish to add until now. Bedi ma'am.
Well presented. You have discussed the case of nanotechnology, and even in physics, from my experience, I would say if a student has knowledge of physics and he has studied physics, wherever he goes, he excels. The training of doing physics helps in many fields. Not
yes,
in
ma'am,
one.
that is case 2. But before going into physics, I thought I will conclude the BTech nanotechnology part.
Yes,
So
and
the next
nanotechnology is the modern, it's latest technology which has quite a lot of scope, as we have already mentioned. A lot of scope is there for nanotechnology.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Dr. Shailendra.
Thank you, sir. You have
Your voice is cracking. Okay. Dr. Sandeep.
Hi, I am audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Suchinder sir, thank you so much for so much information about the nanotech. And I think you have make it quite clear how nanotechnology and the subjects we are going to study, or the students going to study in the nanotech, how they are going to help them in the latest technology. I will especially speak about the quantum computing. The word you have mentioned, the subject specialization we have. If the anyone in the panel may be knowing that the government of India currently is funding the most of project in the quantum computing, and the coming 5 years are of the quantum computing only. So if you pursue BTech in nanotechnology, after the 4 year, you have very, very great chances of excelling in the quantum computing field. So thank you so much, Suchinder sir, for this information, valuable information to the students and all other members.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sandeep and Dr. Shailendra and Bedi ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sorry for the earlier missing that. I had a little technical glitch, so I could miss a few things. What I wanted to add is that according to the government of India and the new initiatives that are being taken by the government of India, special nanotechnology initiatives are taken by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. They have started a new division which is specially named as Nanotechnology Initiative Division, where they are going to foster new techniques and new advancements in nanotechnology at the government level and among the whole country. We are going to view great manufacturing industry in our country is going to be established in coming years, which is going to provide a lot of job opportunities in the field of nanotechnology. This is the main reason that why we selected to start this new course of BTech Nanotechnology. And on the same lines, we had prepared the coursework and the job profiles that sir mentioned. In that, we have a few that sir mentioned that we have jobs even nowadays also. The jobs are being advertised from the government sector, which include DRDO, CSIO, CSIR labs, and many industries are present. Even if you know that semiconductor laboratory, which is present in Mohali, that is especially the manufacturing is being done at the nanoscale. Since we know that as the technology is moving towards the nano size, we are moving to small and small world, then nanotechnology is going to flourish. And nanotechnology is not particularly one division, it is basically a whole field. It is a whole era that includes all the subdivisions that may be pharmaceutical, that may be cosmetic industry, that may be electronic industry, that may be mechanic automobile industry, or any industry you talk of. Nanotechnology is the base. That is why we have this course at the graduation level that can make you available for your jobs in all the fields of technology. That's all. And among the government, the other there are job options for the industries and companies that are working at the private level also within India and abroad. So those students who have special interest of moving abroad for their jobs or for further studies, they have a lot of great opportunities, and well paid and well statured jobs are available to them after they study BTech Nanotechnology. Thank you. I hope that answers many of your questions. So Suchinder sir, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Neetu. Yeah, I think Biri ma'am wants to say something.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to add one sentence in support of what Neetu ji said just now, that government is supporting nanotechnology. You must be knowing that these days, advisor to Prime Minister, Professor Ajay Sood, I hope you know, he is expert in nanotechnology. So you would definitely get support from government because he knows, he's very expert in nanotechnology. He's doing nanotechnology for the last few years, and he is advisor to Prime Minister these days, senior special advisor to Prime Minister, Professor Ajay Sood, who has come from Bangalore.
Yes, he's from ISC Bangalore.
He's from ISC Bangalore, and he was from Punjab University. He was my junior there.
Nice. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable input regarding this. Now, the second thing, when I'm talking about that, okay, what happens? I already discussed the case where a person or as a parent, I bring my child who has done his 12th class, but I can also bring my child when he or she has pursued BSc or MSc. So when first, let us take example of BSc. So if suppose a person has already pursued BSc, then in North India, but we observe that the number of colleges that are there for MSc are very, very limited. And if a person wants to pursue MSc in physics, for example, then or later PhD, then a person or a parent is always struggling that I want, like I had the opportunity to take an interview yesterday of a girl from Himachal. She mentioned that she is struggling, or her parents are struggling, because she wants to pursue MSc Physics. There are a lot of jobs in MSc Physics into the schools, but the number of opportunities or number of institutions providing this course is very, very limited. In that case, let us take the second case, what courses we offer. Again, a person, if suppose has already pursued BSc, then he might have chosen physics, chemistry, mathematics, or biology related subject. Then the option that we offer right now is MSc. Okay. Now, MSc Physics, which is a 2-year course at our place, contains different courses. So we have classical electrodynamics, electronics, quantum mechanics, advanced mathematical physics, classical. Also, all these what are shown here are the core courses that are offered to the child. Now, again, the same thing what is being offered to BTech Nanotechnology, if a person finds that the courses that are being offered are very, very tough, he or she cannot pass the subject, then the person or he or she is not interested into the subject, then a person can go for MOOC courses. MOOC courses are online courses offered by some very good institutions, IITs, ICES, and then they are credit based, as well as the evaluation is done on those courses, and the credits corresponding to that can be given to the students, and a person can clear the exams or clear the MSc program in our institute. The credits for all the 4 semesters are 26, 26, 25, 25. So it's 102 credits that a person will have at the end of his or her master's program. Similarly, here as well, we offer back courses. A person will have opportunity to get the specialization. So there is a specialization elective courses. I will come to that in next slide. Then there are back courses. There is foreign language, because we understand that after pursuing masters, a person might be interested in going, like for example, we are in Punjab. So here there is a lot of craze to go to Canada. So a person might be interested to go to Canada. So in that case, the language that a person needs is either French or German. So these French and German are also offered to the master's students. They can pursue that, they can learn the language, they will have the courses, and then they can go for higher studies abroad as well. And I would also like to point out here that our courses, this course is also as per NEP 2020 that we are following, and all the courses are designed in such a way that a person is, after completing or even in the 3rd semester, can cover 90% of the net syllabi that is required for the teaching examinations happening, or even the higher education examinations that happen in India. And I'm also happy to share that whatever students we had in masters, they all have qualified GATE exams, and they have either opted for IIT, like one of our student has opted for MTech in material science at IIT Kharagpur, and he's going to join soon by the end of this week at IIT Kharagpur. Similarly, the other students have also qualified GATE exam. So our curriculum is such that a person is capable, and our faculty is also capable of teaching them to that level, and that will help them overall into a career in physics. Again, the specialization that we offer are computational physics, biophysics, medical physics. Like we know that in BARC, there is program on medical physics, and for that, a person, if suppose has specialty in that, a person can directly go into that institute and pursue the higher studies. Then we have physics of nanomaterials, then computational physics. So all these are specializations that we are offering in Masters of Physics. Now, coming back, now can we do something, or maybe this part I can skip. So when we look into the master's program, then we have jobs in research and development. Then there is electronics and manufacturing, MTech nanotechnology, robotics, defense services, energy companies, space astronomy, museum and planetariums, healthcare, geophysics and meteorology, radiation protection centers. So if you look into the live job search that I showed on LinkedIn or Indeed, the same when we pursue after pursuing for the physics, then we observe that all these options are available and they can be pursued as a career at the end of the master's program. Apart from clearing the NET exam, so all the students are also, like, they have appeared for the NET exam this year, and we are hopeful that they all will clear the NET exam as well to pursue higher studies in physics. Jobs. So I request Dr. Shailendra, because he can give input on this, the job aspects after pursuing masters in physics. So if suppose Dr. Shailendra is there, Dr. Shailendra. Dr. Shailendra. I think there are some network issues in his case. So now coming to the jobs in academia, we have assistant professors in colleges, then college lecturer, job in research. There are plenty of options. And as I already mentioned, we are proud that our students have cleared GATE, and they are also going to clear the NET exam in this exam that were in June. Then there are BARC, there are options, and ISRO, there are options for scientific officers, research analysts, data interpretation and presentations, medical physicists, and network administrator as well. So plenty of job opportunities are available after pursuing masters in physics program. Now coming back, how we plan to run the course. So what we offer. So if I have to summarize, we have different faculty members. Some of these are, you can see. So there is first one is Professor Manjeet Kaur. She is emeritus professor with us. Then we have Berry ma'am, who is also present in the meeting. She is also emeritus professor. Then we have Dr. Shailendra Gupta. Then we have Dr. Sandeep Sharma, Dr. Neetu Bansal. Then we have recently been joined by Dr. Anil Arya, and myself, I am also head of the physics as well as the nanotechnology department at Amity University, Punjab, Mohali. Now, concluding remarks before I move further, and if I summarize whatever I have presented so far, we see that we have well-planned courses. The courses are up to the mark. They are as per NEP 2020. They are as per the NET GATE syllabi. Our works are based upon our experiences and our success, where our students have cleared GATE, and there are excellent job opportunities in BTech nanotechnology. I showed you the live search, where plenty of jobs are available. Then there are plenty of jobs in masters in physics as well. We have talented and well-trained faculty. All the faculty have experience from abroad. Like in my case, I have experience of more than 14-15 years abroad. So I have spent time in Europe, plenty of years, in France, in Sweden, in Germany, a lot of years. Then the last point, we have excellent infrastructure, where we have state-of-the-art instruments. The instruments are provided. I have myself running 2 projects, so from DAE as well as DST, where people are pursuing PhD programs. Lot of opportunities, lot of infrastructure, the high-end instruments, and we have to consider that it is only 1.5 years since we started, and we have already procured a lot of instruments that can pursue high-end research as well as our curriculum. When we are offering like BTech nanotechnology in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, we are providing hands-on experience on all the instruments. Person can have success while working on it, and more you touch, more you feel. Yeah. So a person will have ability, will have the skill set that is required for him or her to find a job. Jobs are plenty. I already discussed them in this. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. And if there are any questions, then I'm open to the questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Dr. Suchinda, for generously sharing all your invaluable insights on the topic. And thank you, Dr. Shailendra, Dr. Sandeep, and Dr. Neetu as well for dissemination of such valuable information with all the attendees. And a special thank you mentioned to Dr. Suman ma'am for being a part of this incommendable session and sharing her insights as well. I would also like to extend my heartfelt gratitude and thank you to all the attendees as well. And in case anyone has any questions, they may ask the speakers. I think, sir, the session was really great. People have understood everything.
Vishali, I have written my email address on the chat. So if someone has any question, they can also contact me through email. And if suppose they want to have the discussion or wants to know something, wants some input, wants to know about the research work that we are pursuing, wants to know the instrumentation that we are happy to provide all the information. We are happy. We have also like the labs that we have, our center instrumentation labs. So we are also doing it on the payment basis. So people can also send their samples. We will be happy to analyze. We will be happy to collaborate on the projects if they wish to write projects with us. All our faculty members are keen and are enthusiastic about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I think everyone has got their answers to all their doubts, all their queries regarding Amity University Punjab and nanotechnology and physics courses that we provide to our students. So I would like to thank all the attendees to be a part of this session. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Have a
you,
great-
Shali,
Thank you.
and all the
Thank
team for the
Thank you,
support.
sir. Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.